Guys, I'm not okay. That was the worst exam I have ever written. I just haven't been thriving in college. It was such a good exam. 4 a.m. I'm so tired. I am not gonna be able to study thoroughly for these two exams. Whole PDF that I missed completely. It just needed to stop. Oh my god, is this a sign? What is happening with my computer?
And it makes me happy, then it makes me sad, and I don't know.
Hi friends, it's Nathan, a third-year pharmacy student studying at the University of Waterloo. Welcome to part 2 of this midterm week vlog. I started the first vlog last week saying that I really wasn't doing the best in my mental health. That went up when I got my exam marks back, and then it went back down when I submitted my assignment late, which was the very end of that vlog. I submitted it late by a minute just because it wasn't uploading fast enough. And so last night I was just catastrophizing and I really didn't sleep well. So I did wake up a little bit later just to make sure that I could function today. So slept at 2 last night, woke up at 8, so we're on 6 hours of sleep. What's new? Today we definitely have our work cut out for us. Now that we have one of the 3 academic deadlines done, the assignment was submitted yesterday on Friday. Today is Saturday. I still have a business exam on Monday and then a exam on cancer on Tuesday. And today we need to make our Anki decks for cancer. Oncology is a tough one. There are so many different agents. It's a very complex therapeutic area. And so today I'm dedicating all towards making those decks. If you guys also don't really know how I study, I use Anki Active Recall. You'll see it in this video, but I also have a dedicated video on how I use the method. I'll link that above here as well. We're just gonna get the day started and let's hope this ends off on a good note, better than last week's vlog.
I always compare myself like that. I'm no icon, but I'm not that bad. Sometimes it's hard to accept where I'm at. Lately I get down on myself all the time.
So I just finished my to-do list and we need to make 6 Anki decks. I don't even know if this is possible. I've never made 6 Anki decks in one day. Plus, these decks are long. They're like over 100 slides each. And so, like realistically, I don't think it's doable. However, I feel like on this channel, it's a general theme that Nathan likes to overpredict and underperform. And so we're gonna just see how much we can do. I think it's better to set higher goals and then just try to aim for them and then fall short, but your falling short is still better than if you were to aim lower, if that makes sense. And so we're just gonna get started. It's already like late morning, so we need to actually pick it up. So let's get started with making these Anki decks. We're starting off with oncolytic agents. So these are different chemotherapies.
Wishing I could change most of the thoughts in my mind. Caring way too much about the people I don't like. Watching all the best parts of their life. Now my anxiety.
Oncolytic agents is done with 46 cards. Now notice how the lecture has 90 slides. However, I was able to condense it down to half. We were given a breakdown from our professor what is required to know on the exam and what isn't. And so I followed that to the T. Anything that is not on that page, I will not cover it in whatever detail. And that's just a way to make sure that you are prioritizing what you actually need to know to get points. There's no point of studying things that you're not going to be tested on. Like, it really doesn't matter. And, you know, people will say like, oh, but for future practice, realistically, what you learn in school is so much more in detail than what you ever need to know in practice. And so, guys, just do the bare minimum. That is really all you need to, and you'll be successful, like, trust me. And so now we are going to eat lunch, but I'm telling you, oncolytic agents was so hard. Like, everything sounds the same. We just have to know like different classes, and there are so many different classes. There's like this inhibitor, and they're all acronyms with different letters, and also just knowing what the side effects are of each one is a lot. And so studying this tomorrow will not be fun. I just know that it's gonna get like warped up in my brain because minute details like these that are not very clear and it's not very differentiated is really hard for me to comprehend. But yeah, let's eat my lunch, which is fried rice that I prepped from yesterday. So I'm very hungry. Here is lunch. We got chicken fried rice with carrots, spinach, mushroom, eggs. I'm probably gonna watch like a 5-minute YouTube video, eat this up quickly, and here is the view today. Look at the sun is out. On to the next deck, Cancer Therapeutics. Not much to say, let's just get her done.
It's getting the best of me, 'cause I'm starting to believe everything I see, and it makes me happy.
Oh my god, is this a sign? What is happening with my computer? It's like frozen. I really do need a new computer. I'm thinking of getting the new M2 Pro, but like, what is going on? I swear to god, if my Anki decks do not save. It's still frozen. So I think I'm gonna have to restart it and just hold the power button. Guys, I'm telling you, this laptop was so good in the first few years of using it. I got this back in 2018, so it is the old MacBook. It's the Intel version. And it served me so well, but then with everything that I do with the editing and how many tabs I have open for school and work and everything, it's on overdrive. And you guys have seen and heard the jet taking off and the heat of it. And I mean, I can cook my eggs, avocado toast on it. Like, I don't even need to go into my kitchen anymore. But yeah. Okay, let me know if anyone else is getting the M2 Pro, and let me know what you guys think of it if you guys have it already. Also, I like rarely ever study in my apartment, you guys know, but I actually have a balcony. Well, it's a fake balcony because there's nowhere for me to step out, but it does open up, and like now I have fresh air, so I'm gonna keep this open because it is so warm with the heat coming in, and it is kind of nice.
Makes me sad, and I don't know why I always compare myself like that. I'm no icon, but I'm not that bad.
The focus of this course is really understanding how to manage toxicities that come with chemo. And so actually the diagnosing, the treating, that is not really our job. Managing the toxicities, it will be. And we'll cover that a little bit later today. There is also another oncology class as an elective next semester. I will not be taking it, but it goes into way more detail. So I just got news that we don't need to actually know how to treat leukemia and lymphoma. So that means these slides can be deleted. Love to see it. We're done 2 out of 6 decks and I need a break, so we're gonna do some laundry. We have other responsibilities that we need to take care of, unfortunately. What is the saying? It's like, we're just putting out fires, but we need laundry because I'm out of clean clothes. We're gonna get that done, and then we'll get a snack, and then we'll get back to it.
Sometimes it's hard to accept where I'm at. Maybe it's instant gratification, know what I'm saying? All the things on the screen that I see that don't mean anything, but it makes me happy. Then it makes me sad. Oh, when it makes me sad.
So we know that cancer has a lot of side effects. Now, this is mucositis, which is basically ulcers in the mouth. I'm gonna show it to you if you guys wanna see it. If you don't, please skip, okay? This is mucositis. Oh my goodness. Yikes. These slides are never ending. They're not hard. Like, they're very simple slides to go through. I just keep looking at how many there are. It's like, this one has 90 slides. The next one has 80 slides. The next one has 60 slides. And it's decreasing, which is a good thing, but it's like, whoa, it's so much to do. It's not looking good in terms of time. And if I did wake up a little bit earlier, and if I did start my day a little bit more aggressive, then it would have been better. I feel like I gave myself time to like relax when I do not have that luxury. Okay, let's just continue getting through this deck of supportive care with cytotoxic drugs, you know, basically how to manage the side effects of chemo, and then we'll go for dinner.
Tell myself that I'm doing fine when I know I am nowhere.
Got out of the shower and I'm now cutting my nails. Not because I need the self-care or I deserve the self-care. If I don't cut my nails today, I'm gonna continue picking at them until they bleed, because that's something I do when I'm stressed and anxious. And I won't be able to focus the next few days because I'll be picking at my fingers. So better just get them cut now so that I don't have the distraction the next few days. But I really am not happy. I'm not proud of my progress today. I don't know like what's gotten into me. I feel like with this year, specifically third year, I have not been as motivated as I was in first year. And I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing, because I know back in first year it was unhealthy motivation. Like I would see everything as life or death. And now I don't. Like I don't really seek academic validation anymore. And I think there's so much more to life than, you know, grades and studying. But at the same time, I still need to get my degree. And so it's just been a really, really hard time for me to struggle between the balance. I can make a whole video and a whole series on this about like mentality and motivation and burnout and academic validation. It's been a really, really tough start to 2023. And I just know that tomorrow I need to bring my A game because I still have 3 more decks to make, and I'm not going to do any more tonight because I want to reset and sleep early and then wake up early tomorrow and get those done in the morning. And then I still need to study for my business exam, and it's just, I can't keep thinking like this because the more I think about it, the more it stresses me out. So I'm gonna finish cutting my nails and then I will see you tomorrow morning. Good night, guys.
Where I thought I would go. Seems like everyone has a map to this road. All my deepest fears are of the unknown. Now my anxiety.
Today is gonna be a productive day. Today is gonna be a good day. You got this, Nathan.
It's getting the best of me.
Good morning. So when I woke up this morning, I thought that I woke up at 7:30, but I set my alarm at 7:30, and then I remembered that the clocks went forward. So technically it's 8:30, now it's 9:30. I am making breakfast, but we're gonna start off with our morning shot from Magic Mind. It has matcha, adaptogens, and it just makes me less stressed, more focused. Ooh, bread's done, and there's caffeine in it, so cheers.
'Cause I'm starting to believe everything I see. And it makes me happy, then it makes me sad. And I don't know why I always compare myself like that. I'm no icon, but I'm not that bad. Sometimes it's hard to accept where I'm at. Maybe it's instant gratification, know what I'm saying? All the things on the screen that I see that don't mean anything, but it makes me.
So honestly, I am still feeling motivated. However, just the clock going forward an hour and me not knowing that really threw me off this morning. And I feel like I just haven't been like thriving, I guess you could say, in college. I feel like I never really was thriving. I feel like I'm always just keeping my head above water, just treading. I'm on campus at my favorite study spot, lots of videos filmed here. And when I got to campus, I had to film a few shots for a brand. I just had to get that out of the way so I could focus on studying. But now, to give you the quick to-do list, we have 3 out of the 6 remaining decks that we need to create for Cancer. After that is done, we need to start studying for business because the exam is Monday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Hitting me now that I am not gonna be able to study thoroughly for these 2 exams, which is really, really unfortunate, not ideal. But when you have 3 academic deadlines basically back to back, because it's Friday, Monday, Tuesday, there's not much you can do. Like, you just have to kind of lower your standards for them in order to make sure they're all in the clear, rather than being able to give it your all for each one. We just gotta get through it. And so we're gonna do what we can. I think I'm really doing my best given the circumstance, but yeah, I'm just trying to stay motivated and stay positive. So let's get going.
Happy, then it makes me sad. Oh, when it makes me sad. Lately I've been down on myself all the time. It makes me sad.
Honestly, the hardest part for memorization are these algorithms. The only way to memorize them is to draw them, but I really don't even have time. So I'm at a crossroads because I don't know how I'm going to memorize how to manage enterocolitis, which is also just an inflamed colon. It's 7 and it's still light out, which is pretty nice, but I think I'm gonna head home because this light is out and it's really, really dark where I'm working. I have made 275 cards so far for cancer, and when I'm done, I still have one more chapter, and that's medicinal chemistry, which will probably bring it to 300, if not more. I know for this exam, which is the Tuesday exam, I can only just read through my cards. I'll read through it in depth, and this is something that I've done usually when I have back-to-back exams. When I don't have the time to do active recall, I'll just review the slides, and whatever sticks, and whatever doesn't. And that's the best we're gonna get. I'm not mad, like I'm literally, like I have no regrets because it's just been a really busy week, and I think I need to always remember that, and just like I'm doing the best I can in my capacity. You just have to hope it's enough. And so, yeah. But I do need to really go to the bathroom because I've been holding in my pee for a long time because I've been drinking a lot of water, which I do when I'm stressed. And I'm gonna head home and eat because my stomach has been rumbling, and then we'll get through the last chapter. I'm in the bathroom, so there's better lighting, but look how red my eyes are. Clearly they were strained because of all the Anki card making, but like, damn, I need to use some eye drops, especially like this one. That one's scary.
'Cause I'm starting to believe everything I see. And it makes me happy, then it makes me sad.
It's so cold.
I always compare myself like that. I'm no icon, but I'm not that bad. Sometimes it's hard to accept where I'm at.
This spicy beef brisket rice bowl is so good. And I like microwaved it really hot too. And plus it's spicy too, so it's really warming me up. My mom actually made the beef. I just kind of added my rice and my vegetables. I'm gonna eat this quickly and then we'll get back to work. Guys, I'm not okay. I'm so tired. And I like realized when I was in the shower why it's taking me so long to get work done, and it's because I'm exhausted. Like, it should not take me 2 days to get 6 Anki decks made. Like, the old Nathan would have got this done in a day. And I'm struggling just to keep up and stay on top of things, and I feel like every single time I get through it and just by a thread, it comes back again. Another wave comes back. I get through this week. The next week it has another exam. The next week has another paper. And it's just never ending. And I'm just so tired. When I began pharmacy school, like I didn't think it was ever gonna be like this. Like wave after wave. And I'm just getting knocked down. And I just need it to stop. I need it all to halt. I just need a pause that's longer than a day. Like a day of self-care, and you know, a good night's rest doesn't do anything. It doesn't fix the issue. We are pushed to our bones. Our academic curriculum is insane. It's way too intense, and I'm vocal about it, but I know a lot of people aren't. And the water's here. At the end of every week, I come up, take the tiniest gasp of air, and then I'm back down. And then again and again, and I just need it to stop. I just need a pause. We're awake. Wow, it feels like 5, but it's 7, and it's because it's so dark outside from the clocks being turned forward. Like, it should be light by now. Yeah, last night I had that little breakdown. It's a new day, and I just need to start staying for business. I think once I can actually start reviewing the material, the information comes flowing back, and we just get chipping at it, then it'll ease a lot of my stress and anxiety. And to do that, I just need to sit at a desk and work. And always when I'm stressed, I just need to do the thing that's causing me stress. Like, that's how I cope. I don't know if it's good, but I just need to start doing it and take my mind off of it. It's gonna be okay. We've gone through every single thing pharmacy school's thrown at us. We can get through another thing. We can get through another week. So I was on FaceTime with my sister this morning, and it was just really nice to catch up and to kind of express my concerns and frustrations that I have. And she actually lives in Hong Kong, and so I don't see her very often. I haven't seen her actually in quite some time, so it is nice to catch up, and talking to her always really calms me down, and it puts things into perspective. I think she always says that school is so temporary, that I'm almost done, and she's 7 years older than me, so it's nice to get a bit of wisdom from her. I'm now heading on to campus, and we are going to begin studying for our business exam.
Thinking about you, had a dream last night that you came back to be with me in LA, but when I woke up you were still 20.
Let's do this. So this exam covers the first 5 weeks of content, and thank God, because I thought it was going to be 8 weeks and we already have enough work cut out for us. So the 5 topics is basically business, leadership and management, skills and strategy, pharmacy ownership, and marketing. And how I'm going to study for this, because I don't have that much time, but also I know what to be expected of this exam. I'm gonna have my lecture slides on the left side, and then I have a friend that sent me some notes on the right side of more detailed explanations of what happened in class, and as well as textbook readings, and I'm just gonna be cross-referencing, and that's the strategy for this. We're gonna review it and just make sure we have a good understanding of it, and then we should be good. Let's just get started with it.
100 miles away. I couldn't be mad, couldn't be sad when you left, 'cause I knew we had pages still to be read, and it kills me that I never said.
So I'm going through the material, and I realize it really is very straightforward. However, it's just a lot of things to just remember. Like, I'm trying to get acronyms to remember things and like envision these like frameworks in my mind. And so we need to know these like management competencies, basically what good management, good managers are able to do. And so like I'm just trying to remember them. So let's do it right now. So management competencies, it is
professional organizational knowledge, human resources, communication skills, planning, time management, self-evaluation.
Think, Nathan. There's like a wheel, and I'm trying to remember this wheel.
Self-evaluation and what is it? Emotional intelligence. Okay, let's try again. So we have professional organizational knowledge, human resources, communication skills, planning, time management, self-evaluation, and emotional intelligence.
There we go. Let's keep running it. I realized how many of these frameworks business has. Like, I feel like everything in my mind is a square chart. Is that what it's called? For all my business majors, you know, I relate to you guys right now. You know, everything is literally a square chart. You have something here, something here, something here, something here. So now we're making really good progress, like I said. So I'm gonna take a break now. I have yogurt because I won't be eating lunch until later, and I don't have a spoon. So I saw this hack one time where you basically use the lid as a spoon. So this is the spoon, and then you just scoop it up. If this is not student budget, I don't know what is. We are on the last chapter, which is marketing, and this is literally me, guys. Like, this is you. Pull marketing, we've built an audience over time and often from scratch through search engine optimization. You guys know my study advice videos, creative social media content. I don't know any other study influencer that is so real and authentic in the study vlogs. And yeah, it's nice to just see what I'm doing is backed up by theory. We are done studying. Honestly, I feel so good after getting through all of this, and I was like really stressed because I didn't have any progress on me. But now that we're done, we still have an hour before our exam. I feel good about the content. I understand the content. this is good. I feel like I needed a win, and I haven't even written the exam yet. I'm just filling out my water bottle. Sorry, this is like a little bit of a awkward sound. Okay, let me just finish the clip after my water is done. As I was saying, I feel like we're always so stressed until we actually start reviewing the content. It's like, wait, we know that. Wait, that's coming all back. And it's starting to make more sense. And that is one of the best feelings. So now, because I still have 2 hours before my exam, I'm gonna eat lunch because I haven't ate lunch. So I'm probably gonna get like a sandwich or a wrap. And then we'll head on to the pharmacy building, and then we'll probably do a little bit more studying, but not for business because we're done with that. We're not gonna look at that anymore. We're gonna study for cancer, and then we'll write our exam. Then we'll study for cancer again, and then sleep, and then we'll write our exam tomorrow. We are almost done. I genuinely enjoy business, and I'm not like trying to be like pick me, but I feel like with a lot of students in my class, in my cohort, they're not like really interested or passionate about business. But when you have me who like has a social media business, does marketing, and have all these things going through my head and ideas, how I want to scale it, and like it actually really interests me. And I never had a formal background. Like I had to learn all of these business skills on my own, you know, working with brands and campaigns and promotions and all these things I had to learn myself. And so learning about it now formally, like the theory behind these things, is really interesting. I really do enjoy the class. It's just hard to really appreciate things when you're so overwhelmed with other, I guess, more high stake classes. And my professor understands this, so not a bash against the class. Like we just have certain courses that are more intense, have a heavier workload, and so we have to prioritize accordingly. But yeah, overall, really happy.
How I long to see you again. But how do you get over someone when you never really had an end? Happened with no warning. Young and making dumb decisions. Wasn't just a moment. You and I were something different. Thought I would be over all my feelings, but the thing is, when I thought.
So I just made it to the pharmacy building. I got my order from Timmy's. If you guys know, you know. So I got their farmer's sausage and egg wrap. It is so good. And oh my god, there's like a chipotle sauce in it that just works so well. And I got 2 because it was a 2 for $7 deal. And so I have to get my money's worth. And also this will be lunch tomorrow. Exam is in 15 minutes and I feel really good about it. This is unusual. Like Nathan doesn't feel good before exams. I'm usually like sick to my stomach, TMI, but I'm usually like on the toilet because I have stomach issues when it comes to stress. Feeling good and feeling prepared for an exam hits different. And it's not like I'm not prepared for my other exams, but obviously with certain exams, I feel like you can always study more, or you can prepare more, learn more content, go over it again. But for this, I thoroughly went through the content, I understood the material, and I'm confident I can pull it out when needed. I can dissect it to make connections. And I just feel good about it. It's also in a area where I have experience. I'll see you guys after this exam, and let's hope the smile is still here an hour later. Oh my god, guys, that was so good. That was such a good exam. I really needed a win, and this exam was that win. I walked out, I finished like in half the time. And that's really rare for me because I usually take up the full time. And oh, it's just such a good feeling. So basically 2 deadlines done, 1 more to go, and that's tomorrow, cancer. Whew. And you guys already know where I am. I am in the bathroom. Classic spot. I was going through all of the questions so easily. When you know an answer confidently, it's like it can only be that answer. I know it, I studied it, let's move on, next question. There's no doubts. Well, there was like maybe like 3 questions that I wasn't like 100% sure, but other than that, like I knew it. It's such a good feeling. I'm like a little bit out of breath right now because of just how like excited and pumped I am. And so I'm gonna carry on these good vibes, these motivations to continue studying for cancer. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then I'll see you guys after. Currently just heading to my taxi because why take the bus home when the school pays for your ride? am feeling nauseous and I feel like a headache is coming on and I can't afford any mental barriers. So we're just gonna take a Tylenol. Okay, let's do this. Update, it is 12:30 and all the material for cancer has been covered. We went through it and now it's just a matter of reviewing it tomorrow morning to make sure everything sticks and everything stays very, very clear in my head and that things don't get jumbled up, and just going over key details, making sure that the stuff that need to be memorized are memorized. And so if I sleep now and wake up at 4, yeah, we'll say 4. That's basically like a 3-hour power nap. I have 6 hours until the exam. We'll see how it goes. I actually hate staying up late because I feel like I'm the only person awake and the world is asleep, even though that's not the case. Like, I'm looking at my window. Everyone else is awake because it's all midterm season and everyone's grinding, but I personally don't like it. I'm gonna go to bed super tired, and waking up tomorrow is gonna really, really suck, but I'll see you then. It's 4 a.m. in the morning. But damn, 3 hours of sleep tonight, 6 hours of sleep last night. That's 9 hours of sleep in 48 hours. I just gotta get through this exam and then I can go home and sleep. When you wake up at 4 a.m., first of all, your eyes are strained because clearly you didn't sleep enough and the light is really, really intense. Your head feels like spaced out, like you kind of feel like an empty headache. That's how I like to describe it. You're usually kind of cold because you just woke up, and especially since it's dark, you're extra cold. And so I really wore my sweater to bed to make sure I wasn't freezing this morning. It does get better in an hour or two. But yeah, this is what waking up at 4 a.m. is like. It is 5:30, exam begins at 10. We got 6 decks, that gives us 5 hours to go through everything. And so basically my plan is not active recall, like I already said. We don't have that luxury. I'm not even doing review because review is what you do after active recall, just to make sure that everything is top of mind. We just need to study and go through the material. Like, there's no other way to frame it. Like, I just need to go through each deck, each card, make sure that I understand each point. And because I haven't had the opportunity to do active recall for it, certain things that I need to memorize, I'll just do on the spot. So if I see a treatment algorithm that I have to know, then I'll just like cover my eyes, try to recite it a few times, and hopefully it sticks. Essentially, if I understand everything, hopefully things will be jogged up during the exam and I can go from there, but that is the plan. I don't feel too stressed, and I don't feel too scared right now because it's still early, but I think things might change later on in the morning, but yeah, we're just gonna get on with it, guys. We're almost there.
Time flies. Keep thinking back to when we first locked eyes. 'Cause that's when I knew then you.
I have the weirdest way of memorizing things, but trust me, it works. So pyrimidine analogs, pyramids, Egypt, Cleopatra, woman, gastrointestinal, breast, urinary. I feel like that's very female oriented. Anti-folate, anti means bad. And then if you're bad, you smoke and you do drugs, which affects the lungs and the blood. Vinca alkaloid. So this V has 2 points, right? 2. Lungs, you have 2 lobes. Breasts, you have 2 breasts. Hematologic malignancies. And yeah, it works, guys. I'm actually so nervous now. It's like an hour and a half until the exam starts. I still have 3 decks to go through. They're taking a lot longer than expected. Also, I'm like freezing. I'm so cold. Like, I'm drinking a hot cup of water here. I have a candle in front of my face and I'm putting my hand around. And also my stomach is in knots. Like I went to the bathroom already like 3 times. Stress issues, if anyone else can relate. Okay. We just need to take a breath. We just need to carry on. I just need to carry on. Okay, 7 minutes until the exam. I'm gonna actually head to the room and I'll cram while I wait for it to start. Oh my goodness. Like I still have like 20 slides to go through for MedChem, but I'm gonna go through them as I'm in the seat. Wish me luck, guys. Holy Spirit, activate. I have never been this unprepared. That was the worst exam I have ever written in pharmacy school. Oh my goodness, that was so bad. Every single question I was guessing. The first like 5 questions I was like, what? And then as I was going through it, I was seeing these medicinal chemistry questions that I've never seen before. Like they were not in the slides that I studied. So it makes me think that there was a whole PowerPoint, like a whole PDF that I missed completely. And like, and I know that I didn't have the full time to study for this exam, but like the questions they were asking, like they were the most minuscule things, and I felt like a lot of the questions were like playing tricks and stuff. Like it's always the A, B, C, B and D, D, C and D. It's like it was those questions, and I don't know if I passed. I really don't know. And like people were leaving early too, and I was like, what is going on? Like I don't know, maybe if I had more time to study, obviously I would have done better. Like that is a no-brainer, of course. If I could study more, you do better. But I don't know, this is scary because I just did not expect it to be this hard. I really hope I'm just second guessing myself, and I'm just doing that thing that Nathan always does, and I'm just doing this thing that I always do where, you know, I think I don't know it, but actually I do know it, and it's that gut feeling. But it's like, you know, when you just don't feel like you know the answer, like you feel like it is a full out guess. Like it's not even like an educated guess. It's like, okay, like there was one question where it was like, oh, well, there was no questions that, you know, asked about this topic, this side effect, so probably it's this side effect. Like I was playing those kind of like scenarios just because I had no idea on some of these questions. I'm gonna go check my answers right now and see if I actually did miss a whole lecture and some of the other stuff. Like there was an algorithm for how to manage chemotherapy-induced nausea vomiting. I was getting like the algorithms a little bit warped up in my head. It's just so upsetting because I really wanted to do good in this. I really wanted to, like, I enjoyed cancer. It's just, okay, I'll see you guys after I take a breath and like take a look at my answers. Oh my god, I actually did miss a whole lecture for MedChem. All this material I did not even know was available, was present. Like, hello, how are you? Like 0%. Like clearly I was not aware of this. This has never actually happened before. It's actually the next day, Wednesday. After the exam, you know, we had that realization that I missed an entire lecture for medicinal chemistry. And then I had to go to a class, and that's why there was no clip after that, and I just kind of forgot about the vlog, which is like my bad, but at the same time, I literally was so exhausted. I just needed to get home. Like my only thought in my mind was literally just get home. And then basically I like shut off when I got home. Like I literally factory resetted overnight because of what I went through this past week. Did a little bit of calculations to see how many I got wrong. And I usually don't do this, but I just felt like I got a lot wrong. So I really wanted to do it. And it's definitely a high number, definitely like not what I would want. Hopefully we pass, we'll see what happens. And you know, this was hard, and I don't think that the exam itself was truly that difficult. It was just the circumstance. So I feel like, you know, you can have a really easy exam, but if you had no time to study for it, if you had papers and assignments and other exams, which I did have, then it makes it really difficult to even study for an easy exam. And so it was also the last exam, so everyone's just tired and, but we're done. We're done. That's all that matters. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. If you enjoyed this chaotic, hectic, stressful, but motivating study vlog, make sure to give it a like. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next. You want to see more study vlogs? I know you guys love the study advice videos, the sit down ones, but they do take a little bit longer to film just because I have to script them. And right now I just don't have a lot of time just with school and everything. So I really apologize for that, but they will be coming up very, very soon. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I post a new video. And if you want to see more of my day-to-day life as a student, you can follow me on Instagram at nathan.wu. I'm also on TikTok at it's NathanWu. But that's it for me, and I'll see you friends in the next video. We did it. Bye.